The history of the dance program has been a very, very difficult journey, a journey that I have tried to give up 2 times. The dance major was rejected twice. We had a dance minor, and then 3 wonderful people lined up. The chair of the Department of Theater and Dance, Jim Hunter, Dean Marianne Fitzpatrick, and Andrew Sorensen, our president. And together, these 3 realized that I had something wonderful going on here at the university. I had a good track record with dancers who, without a dance major, were going on to professional careers in dance. And so we added the BA in dance and performance opportunities, and I have brought in internationally recognized choreographers to work with our students, and we've achieved the highest goal by being the recipient of the American College Dance Festival Performance Award, and we performed in New York. And it goes on and on and on. But the most beautiful thing I can say is when you look at these dancers, you get them ready for the game, you put them in the game, and then you know that they're going to score the goal. I think that the importance of dance history and dance appreciation in the core curriculum has 2 folds. First of all, we have dance history classes for our dance majors and history majors that are very specific into their topics, whether it is ballet or contemporary dance or ethnic dance or cultural dance. And then we put into the curriculum a course called Dance Appreciation, which is a fine arts requirement for many majors across the campus. This course started out with about 5 students in it, and now it's grown to 1,000 students a semester taking Dance Appris as their fine arts requirement. But it's an integral part of their lives in their future. They become our audience of the future. And as I developed the course, I decided to indoctrinate them into dance by starting with perhaps primitive dance that was accessible for them so they could understand how it was a form of communication, a way of life for this primitive culture. We use the word primitive again as something I can teach anyone to do. You don't need to be trained. So it's a bit of pantomime also, and a little bit of acting, and a little bit of other theatrical elements. How was that? It was awesome, wasn't it? Now, here we go. Does this really, I mean, it just worked perfectly, didn't it? Does it feel like, okay, here we go. All right, down we go again. Get where you're comfortable. If you got to lift up, you can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Push up. 2, 3, 4. What do I do next? Pray. 2, 3, 4. Chug, chug, chug. Together. Chug, chug, chug. Together. Chug, chug, chug. Together. Let's turn around. Good. And reach to the sky and wiggle those fingers because it's coming down. The instructional techniques for dance technique is very different than a theoretical academic dance course. We do expect our students, of course, to know the terminology and be able to describe the movements, but what we do is we take them on a technical journey each semester. They have they're given a rubrics in the beginning of the semester, if it's for ballet, jazz, or modern dance, and they have to fulfill the rubrics by the end of the semester. Let's hold the piqué into arabesque. So you do précipité, piqué, arabesque, fa, I, pas de boule, chassé. Okay? Why don't we do this kind of all together in the middle? Yeah? Starting over a little bit. Maybe we'll have this be group 1 and you be group 2. Spread out, please. Here we go. That's all right. 5 and 6. Good, Mira. 1, 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. All of you need to hold your arabesque more, all right? So it's precipitate, yeah. Yeah. The dancers need to be educated in all areas of dance. We have our students who take a course called The Dancer's Body, which is about all the bones and muscles in relationship to movement, nutrition, injury prevention. They take a course called Analysis and Criticism, where they actually become proficient writers and critique choreography. They take a course called Laban Notation. It's all about effort, space, and shape. They take choreography courses, improvisation, and dance history. We want our dancers to be able to go into any graduate program in the country. Katie just got through taking my dance history class, and it was in 1832. 1832, yes. And then after that, the ballet Giselle was choreographed. And who danced the lead in Giselle in the original? You've got it. Grisi? Yes, Carlotta Grisi. How do you know that? One of the 4 ballerinas, yes. Good. And then Marius Petipa moved from France to Russia and really put in the classical era of ballet. What are the 3 Tchaikovsky ballets that Petipa choreographed? Sleeping Beauty, Nutcracker, Swan Lake. Very good. The question is, how do we get our dancers ready for the real world of ballet? How do I, as a coach, get them to be at their top performance level? Well, we have something that is very similar to a lab. We call it rehearsal and performance, which they do every day. And I must say that I have to provide them with the most professional performance opportunities I can, i.e. whether I'm writing large grants to get a Twyla Tharp piece in, or bringing the ballet stars of the New York City Ballet in to perform with them. I want my dancers to be so good that someone in the audience can't tell who's the professional and who is a dance major at the university. To help educate our dancers through technical achievement, we have brought in Mehdi Behaim, who's from the New York City Ballet originally, and he will be coaching the dancers on pas de deux.
Gabriel, your mission is to keep your ladies on their point. Can't let them fall off. Okay? Bravo, ladies. Move. Arabesque. Oh, shit.
Coaching is a word that we use in dance quite often. For example, if somebody learns a ballet variation that's a little small solo, we bring in somebody that has actually danced that solo. It could be me, and I have to sit there and coach how the arms for the white swan are very different than the black swan. And we work for hours and hours about the articulation of the arms, the interpretation of the music, so that the dancer may learn the choreography, but the refinement process comes in the coaching.
3. 1. I was just dying for you to push it down to go, like a ball. Bounce. There it is, yeah.
And I need to conclude that the USC dance program is now in its beautiful space, a space that we never thought would happen. Not in my lifetime did I think this space would happen. And one day, it did. And when the architects asked me what I wanted, I said I wanted light, air, and space. And that was it. And here it is. I am so thrilled to be in my new space.